This poem was inspired by a recent visit to the Metropolitan Art Museum, in which I was in the Baroque room and looking at a Madonna and Child painting by Francisco de Zurbarán. And it reminded me of something that, that occurred a long time ago in West Texas. And so this poem got started, and I'm hesitating here to see what I might need to explain, but the situation of the poem is simply that three boys have been out on a Friday night acting like fools, which is what you do in West Texas. And yeah, they've been smoking weed and they've had the munchies, and the only place that's still open is Sancho's Market. And so they're at Sancho's Market, and he and his family are there, and Rosa and her child, little baby, are there, and the baby's screaming and making a lot of noise. Madonna and Child, Perriton, Texas, 1967. A litter of pickups nose into Sancho's Market south of town late Friday night, rinsed in waves of pink neon and samba music from some station in Del Rio spilling out across the highway. Sancho's wife dances alone behind the cash box, while her daughter Rosa, tries to quiet her baby, whose squalls rip through the store like a weed cutter, shredding the souls of the carnal, the appetitious, indeed the truly depraved, as we, in our grievous late-night stupor and post-marijuana hunger, curse the cookie selection and all its brethren. An owl yells at Lino, lost among the chips, beef jerky, string cheese, bananas, for Christ's sakes, that if he doesn't stop now and forever telling okie jokes, he will shoot his dog, who can't hunt anyway, so what the hell? But the kid is unreal, a cry ascending to a shriek, then a kind of rasping roar, the harangue of the gods, sirens cleaving the air, gangs of crazed locusts or gigantic wasps that whine and ding our ears until the air begins to throb around us, and a six-pack of long necks rattles like snakes in my hand. And then poor Rosa is kissing its forehead, baby riding her knee like a little boat lost at sea, and old Sancho can't take it either. Hands over his ears, Dios mío, ya basta, Dios mío. So Rosa opens her blouse, though we don't look, and then we do. The baby sucking away, plump cheeks pumping billowing sails of the Santa Maria in a high wind, the great suck of the infinite, making that little nick-nick sound. Rosa smiling down. Then Sancho turns off the radio, and we all just stand there in the light and shadow of a flickering fluorescent bulb, holding our sad little plastic baskets full of crap, speechless and dying a little inside, as Rosa whispers, "No llores, no llores, mija, mijita, no llores," and the child falls asleep, lips on breast, drops of milk trickling down. We can even hear it breathing, hear ourselves breathing, the hush all around and that hammer in our chests, so that 40 years later, this scene still hangs in my mind, a later work, unfinished, from the workshop of Zurbarán. Thank you.